While WWE wants everybody to believe that the Crash Out trio is going to be of Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, I don't think that's the case. I think we're going to be getting a different Crash Out trio that a lot of us didn't even think would be possible. Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, and Ethan Page. If it sounds crazy to you, trust me, it sounded crazy to me too until I really started putting things together. So stick around. By the end of this video, it might not sound crazy to you anymore. Now look, don't get me wrong, Seth, Drew, KO sounds absolutely fantastic, and I think it still could work. I actually made a TikTok thinking that Sami Zayn might end up joining this as well. It won't be the Crash Out trio, it's going to be the Headhunters going after the likes of Roman, Punk, Cody, Jay, Jimmy, etc., etc., etc. But I feel like Seth Rollins may be the odd guy out of this whole entire group, because why would Seth Rollins really want to join them? Like, think about that for a second. He was in the Authority. He got betrayed by Randy and all them. He was, or not Randy and all them. No. He was in the Authority and he got betrayed by Triple H. And then he joined the Monday Night, he started the Monday Night Messiah. What happened? He gets betrayed by Buddy Matthews because Buddy Matthews was being a little simpy sim for Rey Mysterio's daughter, even though he had Rhea. I think he had Rhea around this time. I don't really know, to be honest. But he got betrayed twice. So, and he's already been betrayed by Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre. He knows Drew McIntyre hates him. So why would he really want to work with these two guys? Why would he really want to be in a faction? I can understand the thing of like, well, Roman and Punk might be on top. If we can take them out before then, they won't be able to get on top. So then we have to worry about them, and now we can get on top. But does that really do much for Seth right now? I mean, it kind of already looks like he's going to be into a feud with Gunther, so he could potentially get the World Heavyweight title from Gunther. Now, if he loses that match, then there's still a possibility that he could join the Crash Out trio. But I think Cody, Jade, and Ethan Page actually make a lot more sense for another reason. Now, look, it's no secret that AEW and WWE are making chess moves, okay? They are doing something to see if the other company can win up it. And if 2025, if you still think that AEW cannot compete with WWE, in my opinion, that's just on you. I don't really care about who's selling out more. WWE is obviously a much bigger product. Go look at Pokemon and Power World. There's a reason why Pokemon sued Power World, because they knew that Power World could compete with them because there's a very large fan base behind them. And that's what matters most. It doesn't matter that AEW is all this, that, yada, yada, whatever. Nobody cares about how much ratings they're getting. Nobody cares about how many people that they're not putting in the seats compared to WWE. They have a sustainable fan base. That's what matters most. And we've seen now with WWE, they put Cody and Roman together. What happens? AEW, okay, we're going to put Will and Kenny together. Then AEW says, you know what? Now it's our turn to make another chess move against y'all. We're going to do Tony Mariah in this beautiful segment on AEW Homecoming. WWE, your turn. Okay, AEW, I see your Tony Mariah. I'm going to give you Cody Punk in this absolutely amazing segment that literally feels like it's off script because it feels so dang real. And I kind of even said the same thing relating to the fact that I believe Sami Zayn is going to end up joining that Headhunters group because of the fact that, the AEW did the whole Death Riders and stuff like that. They did it with Wheeler Yuta. Kind of fell off a bit, and WWE is going to be like, well, watch, we could do it better. But if that group doesn't happen, and instead we get Cody, Jade, and Ethan, this is something that I think AEW cannot match. They cannot win this chess move because they don't have ex-WWE guys that were kind of dropped the ball on. I mean, they had Malachi Black, but they're going to lose him. Mercedes Moné, they already gave her the TBS title, and she came in at a time where she didn't have the ball dropped on her anymore. She actually had a really dang good run once she was leaving WWE. She had the SmackDown title, she had the eventual tag team titles and stuff like that. So don't really have many guys they could do this with, and they don't have many guys they could do this with that actually makes sense, because Cody, Jade, and Ethan are all really dang good friends outside of WWE. So putting them together is perfect because their chemistry is going to be really easy to mold together. Now, that point that I made about them being friends outside of WWE is very important because they're not only friends as shown outside of WWE, they're friends as shown inside of WWE, because Cody has spoken about his friendship with one Jade Cargill, about his friendship with one Ethan Page. And speaking of friendship, that is very, very important right now for this whole Crash Out trio of Cody, Jade, and Ethan. I want to speak specifically first with Jade. Now, as we've seen with Jade Cargill right now, she came in relatively around the same time as Naomi, but she didn't help out Naomi and Bianca with the whole damage control situation for a little while. It was first just, Bianca, and then Naomi helped her, and, that created a bond between these two, because when you get helped when you're getting jumped by somebody, you start becoming really, really close with each other. They started building up a friendship between the two, and then eventually Jade comes to help the group out, and that leads to a 6-woman tag match at WrestleMania against Damage Control, which I was really hoping that would lead to a 3 black woman group akin to New Day. Oh my God, it would have been absolutely beautiful. It would have helped all 3 of their careers, because Naomi is someone who had been at the mountaintop, but never was really at the mountaintop. She wasn't really treated like a champion. Jade was someone that was coming in that still needed a lot of help with a lot of things. She was very green in the ring and on the mic. And Bianca just, she wasn't really going to be doing much else, so this would allow her to at least have something to do. Plus, she's also been to the mountaintop and was very successful at the mountaintop, so it would have helped Naomi, and it would have helped Jade as well. Would have been absolutely perfect, but we didn't do that. Instead, we had Bianca and Jade form a tag team, kind of kicking Naomi to the curb, because if you think about it, it's like, imagine 3 friends, and 2 of them to go to play a sport, or 2 of them go off to college, and the other one goes to, some other workforce. So they go like a trade school, for instance. Well, the 2 friends that went to college, they're going to get a lot closer and kind of leave that other friend behind, not because they want to, it just happens naturally. And the same thing happened with Bianca and Jade. They didn't want to leave Naomi behind because they got cool with Naomi, but it happened naturally. But Naomi is not going to see it from this perspective. She's going to see it from the perspective that these 2 left me behind. More specifically, though, it's because of Jade, because me and Bianca were already cool. So I got to get rid of Jade, because look, once she got rid of Jade, what happens? Now Naomi is right next to Bianca the entire time. If you go back and you watch the SmackDown clip of when Jade got attacked.
Anybody out here?
Well, Sax, we got a list to choose from. You got Nia, Tiffany, Candace, Liv, Raquel.
Yep.
Naomi's looking off to the side like, I hope they don't find out that I did it. And then what we start seeing a little bit later, though, not like that same show, but like a little later down the road, Naomi offers herself to join the tag team. Now, look, man, I get it. Bianca's your girl and all that. You want to help her, so she can keep her tag team titles. But is that the real reason, Naomi? Or did you want to help her so you can get close to your friend Bianca again? Did you want to help her so that you could also get tag team gold or some gold around you again? Because Naomi hadn't had gold in a very long time. I think that's the real reason. But, because there's always a but. I think Naomi is also going to use a lot of these reports that have been going around that Bianca doesn't like working with Jade because she feels like she had to carry Jade. I think Naomi is going to use that to her advantage. So when she did attack Jade and it all gets revealed, she's going to tell Bianca, aren't you happy? I did it for you. I did it because I care about you, because you're my best friend, because I seen everything you were going through. I seen you had to be carrying her, but now with me, you don't have to carry her because I'm a former women's champion. I'm a former tag team champion. I am one of the best women in this roster. You don't have to carry me like you have to carry her. I can speak on the mic. It's not only you that has to speak on the mic. Interesting, right? Interesting. But stay with me though. Because now Jade ain't going to see Bianca working with Naomi in the way that the rest of us see. The rest of us are going to be like, oh, well, Bianca just took the spot because she took the spot. But Jade's going to be kind of a bit twisted, because the way she, fell in that car, I'm assuming she might have been pushed off the roof. I don't think she was just pushed onto the car. That's not how it looks when you get pushed onto a car. That looks like when you get pushed off a roof onto a car. She might have a little bit of screws loose now because of that whole little head trauma. She's going to look at Bianca and be like, no, you're working with someone who attacked me that you didn't even think for a second could have attacked me because you were so cool with her. You thought Bailey did it, though, and the only reason you thought Bailey did it was because you didn't like Bailey. You thought Nia did it because Nia was someone that's bad. You thought Piper and Chelsea did it because they're someone that's bad, but you never looked at Naomi. So now we have Jade losing a lot of friends because she's probably going to lose Bailey as a friend. Her and Bailey aren't really friends, but if there was a potential for a friendship, she's going to lose that because the fact that Naomi went after Jade was because of Bianca, and that's just going to cause a whole lot of mess there to where Bayley's not even going to want to get involved with it. Jade's not going to be able to be friends with Nia and all that because Nia's likely going to go to Monday Night Raw. She might stay on Friday Night SmackDown, but she ain't going to be cool with her. Why would she want to be cool with Jade for? So Jade's going to lose a whole lot of friends. The only person she's going to have to turn to is Cody Rhodes. And now we're going to speak about one Mr. Cody Rhodes. Now, for Cody Rhodes, it's very simple. We've seen it happening. It has been the thing that has been on the #1 display. This guy is losing everybody, and it's all because of the WWE Championship. He lost AJ Styles because of the championship. He was cool with Logan Paul, lost that because of the championship. He was getting attacked by the Bloodline because of the WWE Championship. So he had to work with Roman to get rid of that Bloodline, so he stopped getting attacked by that dang Bloodline. But he also was losing his friends in Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, and even had to see Paul Heyman get taken out by the Bloodline because of the dang WWE Championship. I guess Paul wouldn't acknowledge him, but yeah, it kind of still relates to WWE Championship in a sense because Solo didn't deserve that Tribal Chief spot, but yeah, whatever. But like he had to see Kevin Owens get taken out multiple times, he had to see Randy Orton get taken out multiple times, but now he's also getting turned on by his friend Kevin Owens because of the fact that he worked with Roman, and he worked with Roman because of the fact that Solo was trying to come out to the championship, and he really needed to get rid of them because Cody maybe felt that like in a one-on-one, I could take Roman out because he hasn't really done it, but he did beat Brock. He did beat Brock, and I made a TikTok on this earlier that beating Brock might have helped Cody get a lot of confidence back after WrestleMania. So he probably felt like he could, he felt like if he could beat Brock, he could beat Roman because Brock could beat Roman in a one-on-one. So now we have Cody losing friends, we have Jade losing friends, but we also know they have a friendship outside of WWE. This is going to possibly have them come together at some point. Maybe Cody's going to see Jade or Jade's going to see Cody, and they're going to try to pick one another up and really start rocking together. And then how does Ethan Page get into all this? Well, let's talk about one Mr. Ego. Because see, Ethan Page is in a different space here. He didn't come into NXT losing any friends. I guess you could say he lost Shawn Spears, but he didn't really come in losing any friends. He just didn't make any friends because of all the actions he was taking to get to the NXT championship because that's what he wanted. That's what he desired. But that's the important part right there that Cody's going to see, because Cody is somebody that was on top, and he's going to see that Ethan Page basically got, in a sense, manipulated by power, I guess you could say, and that the power just got to him and it made him do things that he possibly didn't want to do. And that's why he would bring Ethan Page along, because not only do they have the outside of WWE friendship, but they're also friends inside WWE as well, and they've been friends across the indies and all that stuff. So Cody Rhodes is going to kind of almost feel bad for Ethan Page in a sense and want to bring him up to SmackDown and into this group with him and Jade, because him and Jade are also friends as well, so that Ethan Page isn't alone and that he doesn't feel like, he has to do all these bad things to go get success, that, he can do good things and that he's still gonna have people around him and that he'll have someone that can care for him. So when he does get some more gold in the future, like a United States Championship, that it's okay. You don't have to do it in a bad way. You're going to have me here with you, and I'm going to be protecting you from the evilness that is the championship in a sense. But you know what, though? I just thought about something. We can stick it to AEW even more, because we have somebody coming from AEW who Vince McMahon failed and who AEW kind of dropped the ball on as well, and that's Malachi Black. You see, AEW took the Hurt Syndicate and said, WWE, you failed the Hurt business. We're going to succeed the Hurt business. We're going to put them in a tag team, and they're going to fix tag team wrestling for us. I think WWE should be like, okay, well, why don't we take Malachi Black, put him in a team with Ethan Page, and put tag team gold on them? That way, Cody also feels more secure, because now he's not going to have anybody around him going after the belts, because Ethan Page and Malachi or Alistair, whatever you're going to call them, are going to have tag team gold. They're going to be in the tag team division. Don't got to worry about them. Jade Cargill, she's not going to come for your title because, there's the women's title. Why would she go for the men's title? So that means everybody around Cody Rhodes now is going to make him feel more comfortable, and Jade Cargill's not going to have to worry about anybody coming after her, because there's not going to be any jealousy, because there's no, what are they going to be jealous if she has the women's championship? No. And then Ethan Page and Malachi/Alistair, they're going to be fine. They're going to be in a tag team. No one's going to bother them, meaning that the whole group now feels secure because they're around people that won't try to go after them. And that's why I believe, well, the Crash Out Trio is great, does not stick it to AEW. And I'm all about being petty, because I am the king of pettiness, okay? And I believe WWE is a bit petty as well, just like AEW is a bit petty too. Probably just as petty as me. And I think if WWE really wanted to make a move to stick it to AEW and say, let's see you do better now, this would be the best move. Cody Rhodes' Nightmare Factory of Jade Cargill, of Ethan Page, and of Malachi Black. But y'all go ahead and let me know down below, how do y'all feel about this? Would y'all want to see this group happen, or are you more interested in Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens? And if you haven't already, make sure you do like and sub for more, and check out some other videos on the channel as well. But y'all have a great one for now, y'all.